A lot of times it can work, but other times they just don't get anything done with it. Like, they kind of get stuck overall. The pace that which OSU esports are just blazing through everything, getting the wall open, putting the Monty inside of the garage, getting the kind of double garage. I forget. I don't know what the actual call for that is, but getting that open so that there is a rotate that gets called out. I do like the speed at which OSU are getting these done, and they're not actually following through with their own bodies, because well, then that's just a rush at that point. They're instead quickening their pace while being still a little conservative about their own life, which is the most important thing at the end of the day.
One's life may be challenged here as Dusty, the man who they counter-banned. Sitting inside of bar, Servan waiting for him inside of stock, but unfortunately looking at the wrong angle. Instead, Dusty approaches him from bar. Arno tries to hop in, but is immediately smoked out. Obviously, that Finka means added passive damage to the Finka, and yep, there it is. Boosting right into the smoke will be his demise. Mustard now pushed up, and you can't ignore that Monty anymore. Eda God gets taken down inside of Raptors, but the 2 versus 4 for OSU Scarlet, with one of those players being the Montaigne without a gun. Like a proper start for OC Esports. They've taken every single round 1 in this series, and it looks like they're going to repeat the exact same thing. Dusty approaching from behind, un-ADS'd. Still manages to find the kill. And OC Esports managed to find the round.
Oh, that's 2. Now OSU. At what point do you start considering that this might actually go south? OC Esports now have put 2 in a row. We got that rush, got a good push. It would be a good push coming through from OSU again. But it's getting a little hairy where you get onto map 5, where nobody's really got any advantage overall because you've gone through 5 maps, and what seemed like an OSU game from beginning to end, even a little bit into bank, OC Esports, they have not gone quietly into that good night. They've gone 2 rounds. They can get even more, especially considering how the Gunners on the side of OSU aren't really getting any Live. At Dan. Mr. Oh, we are live. We're live. Adam. Mr. Jassim. Went to get water. I don't know if we been live this whole time.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
Okay,
the bomb.
he's gone. Welcome. Okay, so we are back. We missed out on the previous round. We are back, Adam. Refresh your VMix. We are returned after an OSU round win on the gym area where OC Esports had unique plays. Like Dusty was on Castle underneath the Logi hatch, and it's not something you usually expect from a team who is very dead set in their ways to run what is not considered standard for the site itself.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Yeah, whatever. Actually, well, I think with Dusty. Wait a sec. I got this door open. No cams inside a garage. All five. I think actually OC Scarlet lost all 5 cams on their prep phase in this round. So, actually had no idea Dusty was there. Knowing what they know now, they may look to cut him off, and that is a beautiful time swing from Reddick. Stock player is dead, and it's first kill for OC Scarlet.
That was a speed at which I wish they'd taken this to. Like, it's very similar to how this team plays in general. Is just Reddick immediately gets that kill, boom. All the way over to the hatch, getting that open. 2 minutes left in the site. Serban is over in blue and angling to potentially get a kill onto Sadex, who's behind that mirror window. You've got rid of the first, not get rid of, it is shattered, which means it can't really be looked through, which it means it is kind of useless unless that black mirror gets popped specifically. But OSU really funneling themselves directly through blue, it's a scary situation.
It's very scary for Arno, who's taking a crap ton of damage, and he also has, at the very least, the stims to use, so might be able to actually come back to full HP. No more nades for Deson means clearing out these mirror windows is going to be very difficult, and with all them positioned towards blue, maybe OSU Scarlet should just opt to back out instead of just fighting them head on. It seems like with both of them here, you could just go somewhere else, but you still have Ash at the very least. No rockets left, so she can't crack it, actually, as I'm just noticing. And I really don't understand. Maybe Mustard could go from behind from a flank, maybe. All 4 players now positioned inside of blue. They managed to get control. They just overflow OSU Scarlet on that basement defense, and now Drolis is the last man standing in a 1 versus 3. Tries to go for Deson first, but Deson gets him instead.
At least we're seeing now some fight from OSU, because I think there wasn't enough of that fight in the beginning for OSU beginning to the mid game. It was only after, getting a little late. It was only after they were down 6-3 that they really started amping things up. But now they've got to. They've put themselves back into the competition, into the conversation around the actual game itself, and not what is happening to them. It is that, yeah, no, OSU, they're having some bumps. They've just got to course correct, get themselves back in the mojo, in the momentum that they really do love, especially when you go back to maps like Skyscraper Chalet, that they were able to find such success on. Is it the attack? Is it the map swaps? There's a lot of hypothetical questions that I don't think are ever going to get answered, but whether we get those answers or not, results are really the only thing that actually matters.
5 seconds left. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
I think the best thing I've seen in chat is, how did OCE win a map? We're kind of trying to figure out the same thing. I think we're in this period of limbo where we're wondering if what we're witnessing are fluke victories or if they're real. considering just how strong this map pool is for OSU Scarlet, and considering just how tough those first 2 maps were, but there's definitely some legitness to OCE after their bank game. It's the matter of can they hold on to it here. Reddick moving into bar, none the wiser to Sadex. He will just gift him that free kill. Fenrir drops the hatch and gets away with no problem.
Mustard just going on in, but Servant.
What?
Great crosshair placement. Able to find that one. Equalizes things out, and now with Mustard over in dirt, you can get a good pinch here, but it seems that Mustard has just completely reversed that. Joining his comrades up above, potentially going for a kitchen hatch or even main stairs, which is exactly where we see Servant. You can't go for blue again. We saw the results of that, and it was a very precarious position, kind of hanging on a razor's wire that you don't really want to test. Again, especially when you've got some good positions, but over by that moto hatch is not going to be one of them.
I'm reloading.
Arno and Reddick dead, meaning that when this moto drop happens, it's going to be at an uneven man count. Mustard getting tagged up, as well as D-Sun getting dropped with Case. OSU Scarlet may have just found themselves giving away another round.
Loading dart.
Mustard has already dropped the hatch. They've completely sold their soul to this execute, and there is no Case in sight for this attack. Even if you clear out all 3 players inside of the bomb site, you still have to go and challenge the Solus. With 40 seconds left to do so. You might want to just rely on one of these players to take a one-on-one. Oh, Mustard! He lost that. Kitagata had his back turned, and even still unable to win that. Servant now in a 1 versus 3. All it took was downing that Grim with the Case. And all of a sudden, this game has looked a lot more difficult.
15 seconds
Servant,
to go.
beautiful shot. Flowers, but
10 seconds left.
round is unwinnable. He knows it just as well as we do.
5 seconds remaining.
Now walking up blue. No time left. And no life left to do it with.
It can't be a fluke at this point. It has to be that OSU are just ramming their head against a wall, trying to get these results. Like Arno going over in blue, trying to angle over towards these players, not getting anything there. You have other players like D-Sun who are trying to get similar results. It feels like
Attackers need to
they
locate and
are
defuse bombs.
5 different players trying to get the same results and not having that connectedness that you want as a team. And on the attack, that can't happen. That's why OC are able to pick these players off one by one. We're at the stage in the night where you cannot simply rely on your mechanical skill. It is simply too far gone to say, no, I will just shoot better than my opponent. OC Esports has won a map, and currently they are leading on Clubhouse after you won the first 2 maps based off of that idea alone. And that idea is not working. We have hyped OSU up on their ability to adapt, and that's exactly what they need to do in the current situation.
Adding some protection from grenades. Magnet activated.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
I'll start on that Monty.
Attackers recovered
Means
the
that
diffuser.
Raptors push is looking likely. Last time around, V, we actually saw the Raptors push really crumble because of, I think, Arno dying to the smoke. That was one thing, and then one thing led to another. I actually can't remember. Did they win that round? Jeez, my memory is terrible, I guess. I don't know how I can't remember that, but
Getting late. The EEP is certain to hit.
the EEP is hitting. I had a pretty long day. Doesn't matter, no excuses.
On the grind.
On that grind. Kitagata is dead. Eson's making his way into garage. Grim's up, and there's actually only one player there, and he's sitting inside of R1. No longer. Code Z had an absolute breakout game 1, and then just has not seen a single gunfight go his way, seemingly. feels like. 2 versus 5. Rolas and Sadex now just chopped down. It's looking like a flawless, although that's shut down. A second maybe lined up, but instead it's Servant who serve him good. Red Stairs player taken down, and, well, it's another round for OSU Scarlet. First round. Or last round of the half.
I feel like that push was maybe designed to shut me up, in a way. Because I think it goes against everything that I stated. That was the best I've seen from OSU when it came to having their head all in the same place. And using their
Defenders,
utility.
protect your bombs from
Taking
being
the player out,
defused by
getting
attackers.
map control, and then using that map control to seize onto their opponent. The Raptors push was about as clean as you can get it. I mean, it was a next to flawless round, save for that one SMG-11 kill at the end. And you had the Grim Bees displacing the roamers and when they couldn't go, combined with the Monty down below and the player outside the breach having the angle. There is nothing that the player can do. As good usage of time, and I mentioned the good use of utility, that is what OSU should be doing. Now, all of that is kind of kaput because OSU are now on the defense. And I really only got like one piece of advice, and that is no spawn peeky. Especially Arno. Like, nuh-uh. I'm barring it. I think Arno's listening. I think Arno is listening to agree. Mustard, you've earned it. All right, I'll let it pass.
Servant's there. Goes for the runout. There's actually 3 inside of construction, but sometimes that runout is very dangerous and could end up costing the defender more than the attacker. Thankfully for Servant, he's able to get away from this, and now OC Esports will start to make their way over towards this kitchen attack. No, notably no Hibana on the board, and Code Z taking down Servant. That's a big pick. Mustard ready for this run out as well. That could be huge. I mean, yeah, without the Hibana, getting the hatch inside a kitchen open is going to be so difficult. I'm assuming that Reddick has already used his impacts on the one hard breach charge that has been placed, potentially. Mustard has the other. Waiting. So far it's been a stall, but trying to clear out Mustard here. Mustard's going to go for the aggro swing. Doesn't find anything just yet.
Got a lot of bullets. This tiny little capacity mag. But Mustard, knowing that life is more precious than trying to get these kills, just backs off, stays by, actually able to see the ram through the wall, and you're up on that top floor, which I think is the biggest part. But Drolis just drops and goes for the defuse.
Drolis is planning. C4 ripped from Deson. Too blind to know if it's going to land. Drolis is stuck, though, inside of Dark Spot, and he's immediately going to be fought. Arno wins that, albeit a little close. Code Z and Dusty each claim 1. Arno now looking for that long arm. Code Z on Jail Repel is going to make this so difficult to flank here for Reddick. Reddick has to somehow find a way through, but he just can't. It's all down to Arno, and he's dead too. OC Esports are making this legit.
Well. We've got a little bit of a game, Adam. OC Esports get an attacking round win, and aggression is not taken from the OSU playbook. It is a style of play, and OC Esports, I think, played the stop and start game very well. The expectation that a player was going to drop the hatch as soon as it opened was not there for me. Was definitely not there for OSU, given how late they reacted. And OC had a good setup from the actual play. They had the players in kitchen, had the players on the rappel over by the chain link fence. They were ready for the post plant, not simply stacking their players inside of the site. And the expectation is now you can continue that. Take that momentum and continue it forth. You just have to do with the roamer, something that you really didn't have to do in that previous round. It's not something you can afford on this gym bedroom site. It is necessary, whether you're going through that hot tub wall, whether you're going through cash or simply from the stairs. you're going to have to deal with Arno or Reddick one way or another.
Reddick's trying to find somebody. Trying to get them. Come on, seriously, you didn't get that one? One way or another.
You tired, Adam?
4-3 and OC Esports have. You know, I actually went. I'm sure nobody cares about this, but I do so. I went an entire like 2 rounds casting with only the lyrics to like a song, and I don't think you noticed.
I don't know. I don't know the like you posted the lyrics.
Oh,
and
you don't know?
I have no idea what that song.
On,
is.
I'm gonna get an NECC copyright
never mind.
struck here.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
wait, wait.
I did know that. I
Okay, but can
recognized
I
it.
Can you just let me copyright strike NECC real quick? Carry on my wayward son. You know, like that one?
So yeah, I do know that, but I think
Okay.
for copyright it has to be like identical. And I have
Hey.
bad news.
Hey. None of that. I'll keep going.
Look, it's the legality. It's not me. It's the law.
Oh, it's the legal system?
Also, Arno's just having fun looking over everybody here, and
You just
nobody is
shoot
none the
this
wiser.
default, man. Arno's waiting for like the perfect opportunity. And he's just gonna have that cam for the entire round. There it is.
There it is.
That's Sledge gone, Thermite gone.
Hop on the
Literally two of the operator. Yeah, just get back
Get
on the cam. Oh my god, guys, come on.
Get on the cam. Get on the cam.
And he's back.
He's back on the cam.
Seriously, guys. Oh my god, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Get on the cam.
Reddick's on it. He doesn't even need to. Reddick's on it for him.
Oh my
Oh, Lord.
All right, lesson for anybody watching. That is why you shoot the default. I don't want to say the default lost the round for OC because there were other issues, but there's a really big sore spot in that push, in that it could not get started because Arno found, was it 3-4 kills in that round simply from the CC window because of one default camera that nobody shot.
Yeah. It's a little rough. And I mean, I will still play devil's advocate for OC, you know. It happens to the best of us, but in a situation like this where every round is very volatile, and whenever you're playing against a team like TOSU where you have to be very resilient and you gotta have enough tenacity to kind of just like be able to hold on even in the tough times, make a mistake like that could mean, you know, kind of like a trickle down of even more mistakes that eventually just turn into bigger and bigger cracks. But I'm not exactly sure when that'll happen, because I think that at the very least, OC Esports have looked a lot better on these attacks recently. That gives me enough faith to say that they're not as stiff, I think is a good word to use, as they used to be, as very much not willing to change any of their strategy. But there have been some improvements.
Oh my, is Arno gonna use the thing where Mira pops it out and it technically destroys the breach? That is cool. It's not used too much. Is it gonna get
There it
both?
is. He might have gotten it. Oh, he got it. He got it. The timing is so
That's-
good.
I
Wait.
think he got the thermite breach. He might have not gotten the Selma.
Well, we can't see because it's lagging.
Oh,
What? Oh, is that prevent it? Does that prevent a mirror trick?
damn.
Wait, did I just learn something new? This is the second thing I've actually learned from this game. Apparently, you can't mirror trick. Well, in all fairness, I don't see a lot of those interactions
it's
often.
Very rare. It's a very rare thing.
But now
that-
that I know, I'm never gonna forget that. So, wow. You wanna explain that, V? That's so cool. Because I mean, obviously the observer can't hear us. Like,
I mean, it's literally. I kind of explained it. Like the mirror window like pops out on both sides. So.
no.
it
But
can
the
just
fact
hold
that
it.
The fact that it didn't get the thermite charge. Wait, did it get thermite charge? It
No.
did, right?
Wait. It
What?
did. Okay. There is a lot of miscommunication happening.
My observer sucks. Oh, it was placed too low.
Yeah.
I thought it was if you
Didn't
couldn't put it
get it.
upside down. I was like, what the heck? Doesn't make any sense. Okay.
What is
Chat,
happening?
yeah, guys, sleep deprivation is a horrible drug. 5v5, I don't know what's happening. Arno is actually underneath with that C4. It's ripped. Wow, how does that not? Unless that might have actually been Servant's C4. Arno still has his. Nice bandit trick from Servant. That's the only other piece of hard breach that can be utilized. Oh, all right, they have an ace. Reddick, first kill. OSU Scarlet now, starting to stack them up. Get a god. At the very least, we'll find Deson to equalize. 3 left for OC Esports. Make that 2 as Kita's dead. It's all down to Sadex. 1 versus 4. Wall is open thanks to the ace, but how much is that going to actually provide you positive in the long run?
15 seconds remaining.
Nice kill from him. Oh my god.
10 seconds remaining.
Hold on.
No,
Third?
no,
Nope.
no, it's not.
I was about to. Yeah. I don't know, dude. That would have been. Wow.
It was a very good kill. I believe that was onto Reddick, or on one of them. But I think there was like 7 seconds left. Didn't even have the diffuser. Weren't in the vicinity. The idea is very cool, but I don't think it's happening. And OSU, unique strategies aside, that one simply the bandit trick over on construction. The angles that they took were superior in general, and OC Esports didn't really have many plans besides getting those breaches open, and they were only able to get one of them open at the end of the day. Didn't even attempt rafters, which is always a little bit of a risk on that site because it has such a purview over the entrance into cache of the breach itself, and you want to control that as the attack. It's why we have seen OSU on their attack go for it time and time again. I think the attack was a little bit flawed to begin with, but the basement site, kind of different. You don't really need to worry about pushing from a single area or getting rid of part of map control. It's just going to be the vertical, and that's where Dusty on the ramp is going to step in.
Arno?
That is a brutal shot. Okay, fine, Arno, you have earned your spawn
He's
PC
back.
privileges, right? You 10 and 7.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, absolutely. It's been a very good game from him. Highest performing player in this lobby right now, and I wouldn't say I'm exactly shocked. Arno has always had it, I think. Like, I think that's Arno's very good, but Servant is not feeling so good. Kita God's gone, though. And I think losing a bandit on basement is, miles better than losing the Ying, I want to say. I'm not sure how much use the bandit actually supplies, except for maybe Churchwall. But regardless, Arno actually playing a very aggressive position inside of Kitchen. He's making it look relatively winnable, actually. He's playing around this really well. C4 ripped! That's a guaranteed kill! Arno! What? Dusty! Are we serious? Are we serious? Are we actually serious about that?
So we're
are
in-
we are actually serious about that?
So we're in copper.
Are we gonna do it again? We're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. Arno's 12. Arno's 12 kills. To his name. He's literally stuck inside a kitchen. He's literally stuck in kitchen. Thank you! Holy shit! 3 versus 2. Drollus and Codes. Code Z. Now above. And a minute 15 left. Nothing to get the hatch open. Actually, you do have Drollus on ace. I'm just never used to ace opening hatches, I guess.
You get one hatch as a little treat, and
Ooh.
there it is, and you've got
Wait.
one more impact. That hat.
Really?
Oh, you can get that hatch open because I'm out of time. What is happening? How do you let that happen? Gotta get an ace. Diesel's all the way in the back. Drollus has 2 cell buds. You can use it to break open that hatch, create another angle. They're both going to go down main. And suddenly this round got a whole lot interesting.
1v2. Very winnable. Isan. Trying to click heads. Now rotating over towards Moto. Immediately with that swing.
Has been dropped.
Isan wins the
Attackers
fight.
have located a bomb.
Puts in a one-on-one. Can now isolate Code Z here. An ace to win the round. Deson switches off the angle. And Deson wins it. Salvages the work that Arno did for his team. TOSU. You want to get this one over with. That play inside a kitchen was mind-blowing, and I'm just in absolute shock that he got away with it. I don't know he got away with it, but made it look amazing.
I'm also in awe at down the main hallway. 2 players getting down like that. And the fact that Deson is able to get away with clutching that. I mean, granted, it is because Deson just played that magically. Like, the shots were really, really impressive, especially that last one. But I will say that this game is not being won on, you know, like, who is the better team, I think. It is just who is thugging it out. Who is staying alive at the end of the day through all the chaos. I feel like there's no better description than thugging it out. I can't think of one because it is so chaotic and so, like, what is happening at this stage of the night that, like, what was that last round? I don't think there's any way you can actually describe it.
Insane. I mean, I don't even know. I almost feel like I'm like desensitized to what's going on because I've just seen everything and nothing at the same time. Oh my. I love this spot. I absolutely love this spot. Sitting inside of this spot is just great. Sitting inside of Rip as Sola. It's so easy. It's so simple. Then you'll know who drone you. You'll also know. And it's like you just make so many big plays from here because most cases people are only going to put a cutoff zone here, and here's
What?
Oh my god.
Do you
I
understand
think
what
I've
I mean?
I think
by
I've seen
thugging
it all.
out? Like,
I really do. I really do.
What? What is that? Why is that? Why are you doing that? That should not work in any sense of the word. At
can we
least
check if the
Codes is able
default's
to
up?
get that. I don't know if we can check if the default up because I don't think
Observer
anyone's
is the
looking
default
at it.
up. We have free cams. Predict. Oh, that's okay. C4. Oh my god, there's actually someone on drone right on that. Okay. Looks like they shot the default. God bless.
We've covered the basic. We've covered the basics, guys. This is such an interesting match, and it could all end with TOSU. Red C4 doesn't really make it exactly where they want it to, but Kitagod does have a good position with that Kamwan Hive launcher. OC Esports have to make their way inside and actually find a couple kills, but there goes Deson. C4 makes it a 1v3, and Arno just leaves.
Adrolis in a 1 versus 3. Outside. Gets his trade. But that's the game. Best of 5, and it honestly went further than a lot of us expected. And I definitely want to give hats off to OC Esports. I think that they handled OSU Scarlet better than a lot of teams would. But yeah, as strong and as terrifying as usual is OSU Scarlet. So even if we want to give credit to OCE, absolutely cannot shun OSU, who played absolutely amazing and who honestly banned really well. I think just winning the ban phase straight up won them that series.
Yeah, having those first 2 maps to fall back on, especially as definitive as they were, made it a lot easier when we got into, I guess, what would be called scary territory, where OC won that first map, or I guess 3rd map. Oh, it's late. And then getting close to winning that last map that we saw on Clubhouse. I guess it does make sense for OSU to come out on top. They clearly look like the better team at the end of the day. But yeah, write it down. I'm tired, dog. I stopped writing a while ago. I'm gonna be honest.
Whew. Okay. I'm gonna flex my brain muscles a little bit here. Whew.
All right.
Let's work.
let's do
Okay.
this.
So tomorrow, I don't even need Dan's help. For NECC Rival League, that has hosted us, and thank you. We have league tomorrow at 7 as well. Probably actually gonna watch. I actually really like league. You have Overwatch as well on Thursday. Oh, I got that right. I got that. Overwatch on Thursday. Rocket League on Friday, and then C-LOL. I want to say C-LOL. I was about to say C-VAL, but I know C-LOL. C-LOL quals for NECC on Saturday. Very busy weekend for everyone here at NECC, but very grateful that they were able to take the time to put on this event here for 6, and congratulations to TOSU for getting their win in Legends Finals. And congrats to OCE for putting up a fight, I will say, and giving us a somewhat entertaining game. But yeah, I am tired. V is tired. And we're out. Take care.